we seem to be naive that this time round things will be different from the past. This is not the first aircraft accident that we've had involving military equipment. My fears are that after a while, this story will die a natural death, like the other incidences have been left to pass. But you know, it will keep on denting our image, because remember, and that's why it's important to put this matter to rest. That you're not just dealing with a CDF who has passed on. You are dealing with a CDF who is coming from a region that perceives you know, to be always under attack by successive regimes. Secondly, the pronouncements that have been made by those who are taking over power about the late General Ogola were extremely unfortunate, because this is the first time in the history of the Republic of Kenya that a discussion between a head of state and a senior military officer, both of them being members of the National Defense Council, being brought to public. There are some discussions that should never come to public. But because that space was opened up through the interview that was run by His Excellency the President, and he telling the public how he eventually allowed General Ogola to take, to take charge. I mean, it obviously will raise suspicion. It would appear to the ordinary person that there was some beef. But after certain considerations, he allowed the man to take over. But so that suspicion and alone needs to be put to rest. But again, you know, my colleagues have talked about the military equipment. The protocols given to any CDF are similar to the protocols given to the head of state. They are at par, okay? Because should anything happen to the head of state, you know, the CDF really is quite crucial in the power dynamics. So if you look at the planning protocols of such an operation, it's highly spot on. My sister, Mheshimiwa Mumbi, talked about the equipment. I can tell you the Bell equipment, the chopper that he was riding, was bought about 6-7 years ago. It's one of the best that you can find on earth, manufactured by one of the best companies in the United States. So I doubt whether it was not mechanically sound. It must have been mechanically sound. Then, so we discount that one, that, maybe it wasn't mechanically sound, because it can be used anytime. Okay, it's on standby. If you're under attack, if the president needs to use it. So, I mean, we must discount that one. The issue of, the other possible cause would have been maybe the weather conditions. And I can tell you that that equipment is able to fly under very difficult weather conditions. But even beyond that, the coordination between, the control tower, maybe NIS, the Kenya Defense Forces, before takeoff, are normally seamless. So again, that one is discounted. The issue of, staff, because who was flying the equipment, I can tell you without fear of contradiction that the pilots we have in this country, particularly those who work for the Kenya Defense Forces, are highly trained personnel. So the possibility that this guy was not properly trained is discounted. So, and that's why I agree with Mheshimiwa Kirwa that there's need that this time round that thorough investigations are carried out and the government needs to allow other players to come in. We must allow international support on this particular matter. We can't say that we are adequate. We know we are adequate. We know we have people who can carry out investigation. But the mere fact that there is suspicion, they need to open up that space. Okay? Let them not close it. If they close it, it doesn't matter what report comes out, that question will still linger on our minds, that there must have been some human interference with that helicopter.
Okay. Bwana Pogisio, Bwana Kisia here mentioned something about just how